Hi everyone, so today, if you haven't guessed already, today's video is going to be a voiceover video. Once I've got latex on, it's pretty hard to speak. So to start off with, I'm just taking a lip liner and you just want to map, sorry my mirror's over here, and you just want to map out where you are going to be putting your toned face, where you want your toned face to be. So I'm taking mine straight over my nose and then around. You can make it as high as you like, as wide as you like, it's completely up to you. At the end of the day, it's a toned face, so it doesn't have to be precise. So once you've mapped out where you're going to be putting your toned face, you then want to take some latex. I'm using the Mayron latex and a paintbrush. You can use a sponge. If you do decide to use a paintbrush, just bear in mind that latex will completely ruin it. I just bought a big pack of them, I think from Home Bargains or something, so they were super cheap. And then you're just going around your mapped face with where you've put your lip liner with the latex. You then want to get some tissue paper. If you get your tissue paper and pull it into two so it's thinner, it's a lot easier to work with. Then just ripping it up, and you're going to apply that on top of the latex you've just put down. Once you've put your tissue paper down on top of the latex, you're then going to put more latex on top and then just repeat that process. I think I maybe put on 5 or 6 layers. I just kind of work it until I feel like it's thick enough for whatever kind of effect I'm going for. And again, it doesn't need to be too neat, it's a toned face, so as long as it's completely covered, you'll be good. Okay, so just let that dry. You can use a hairdryer if you need it to dry quicker. We're then going to go in with a wet beauty blender and our foundation. This is just a collection cover and go foundation. And we're going to cover the top half of our face, not touching the latex just yet until it's dry. So now the foundation is down, we're going to go and do our eyebrows. I'm using the Steve Laurent palette, an angle brush, and starting off with the tail of the eyebrow. You don't want to start at the front of the eyebrow because it will look harsher, so we will work from back to front. So eyebrows are on. I'm now going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam palette, and the first colour we're going to be using is called Tempera. It's going to be our transition shade, and this is going all over, underneath and up on the brow bone. This just gives us a nice base to transition and blend other colours into. And then once this colour's down, we're going in with a burnt orange just on the sort of the outer corner and in the crease, and you can also bring that colour underneath too. So the next shade we're going in with is a deep red, so this is a shade called Sienna. And this is going on the outer corner, underneath our lash line, and in the crease. And just take your time here to blend it out. You want it to be quite a blown out look. And a little tip is when you're blending your eyeshadows, to hold your brush further down. If you're holding it too close to the bristles, you'll find that your eyeshadow comes out a lot harsher. So hold it down. It's almost like you've got less control, which in a way is a good thing because you're going to get a softer look. And really take your time again to blend that in and out. And then once that's done, we're going to go in with a black, and this is going to go on the lid, under the lash line, and in the crease. And just take your time here just to really blend this up and out, just to get a really soft look. And then taking a wet paintbrush, I'm just going over my lid with the colour bronze. And obviously you can use a makeup brush if you prefer, but I'm just using a wet paintbrush for this look. And just pack that in, and then once you've got your bronze shade on, you're going to go over the top of that with the shade Fairy, which is like a white silver colour. And this will just give it a bit more shine and shimmer. We're then going back in with Sienna, and this is just high up on the brow bone. This is just to blend it out more, make it look a bit more glam. And once your Sienna's down, you then go back in with a black. Basically just want to keep working it until you're happy with how it looks. So once our eyeshadow's down, we're then going to go in with a pencil eyeliner in black and fill in the waterline on lower and top lash line. Just starting with the outer corner and working our way in. Again, take your time. And you want to make the outer corner on the bottom and the top lash line darker, because this will just give the illusion that your eyes are bigger. I think there you can already see the difference. And then go ahead and do the same on the other eye. And then taking a liquid liner, we're going to draw on our wings. You can do them as thin or as thick as you like. I do mine pretty thick, which I think I've said before, I like them quite thick and full on. As you can see now, I've put on some lashes. Now we're going to take some scissors. If you've got smaller scissors, then please use them. Please be really, really careful doing this. So you're only using your scissors to start to get the edge of the latex away from your skin. Once you've done that and you can get your finger underneath, you want to just then prise that away all the way around and just be really careful. And this is just going to obviously give you that tone effect. So straight up on your nose, and again, be really, really careful. So then once your latex is ripped up, we're going back in with our latex and some cotton wool. These are cotton wool pads, but they rip up the same. And this is just going to go on the above the top lip and under the bottom lip, and this is where we're going to be sticking on our fake teeth. This just makes it so much easier to stick on rather than sticking them onto skin. And then we're just going to stick the cotton wool down. Again, just take your time, be very careful because you're obviously going around your mouth. So then to create the fake teeth, we're going to be using fake nails. Don't use expensive ones, just use super cheap ones. These were from Poundland, I think. And using the latex, we're just going to stick them on along the top and the bottom lip onto that cotton wool. Just working the way around. It's pretty fiddly, so just take your time. So now using the Krylon Bruise palette wheel, we're going to just go over the teeth with the yellow shade using a cotton bud, and this just helps to darken them up a little bit. And then go ahead and go in with a black face paint and just fill in the gaps between the teeth, the cheeks under the skin, and it just makes it look much deeper, it gives it a much deeper effect. So then once that's done, now the latex is dry, we can go back in with the foundation. I'm just using a paintbrush to initially paint it on, and then once I'm happy with the coverage of it, I'm going to go in with my wet beauty blender and just blend it out into my real skin, just to make it look more seamless. And you can see there the difference that the beauty blender makes. Again, I keep saying, but just take your time with it. There's no point in rushing it. You really do need to take your time. We're then going in with the first little blood. So I'm going to be using 3 different bloods for this look. This is the Krylon Scratch blood. Now this is outstanding for like deep wounds. I will show you in a sec how thick it is. So there you can see how thick it is. This is probably my favourite blood that I've got. And with this, just using a cotton bud, we're going to go over the teeth, over the nose, and just all over the gaps where the black face paint is. And this just makes it look so much deeper. So now we're going in with the Mayron Stage blood. This blood's brilliant because it is thick, but it also runs a little bit and it stays glossy. It doesn't totally dry. So if you're, say, dressing up for Halloween, this is a brilliant one to wear because it'll stay glossy all night, and obviously it'll just make it look more realistic. And again, you just want to go over all the places you went with the black face paint and over your nose. And then last but not least, we're going in with Krylon Supreme blood. It's got a very realistic flow to it, as you can see. So just be careful because this does go everywhere. It's a brilliant blood, but it's very messy. And I'm just going to use a stippling brush and just stipple that all over. And there's no rules to it. Again, it's a torn face, so I would imagine it would be pretty messy. And I just go over all the top of the latex just to make it look more seamless. I go down my neck, just make it as messy and as gruesome as you can. Then we're going in with our hair, so you can back comb it, you could curl it, completely up to you. It's personal preference. For me, I've just slicked it back just to give it that more glam look appearance. That is the look finished. I hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a like, remember to subscribe, follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you next time.